Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. My name is Chef Sammul. I am a Minecrafter, as you can see, but also a real-life baker and a variety gamer. I haven't streamed very many of the variety games, but I've been slowly getting into those a little bit more recently. Anyway, all that aside, hey, welcome. Good to see you here. I'm going to try to keep it really chill today, partly because that's kind of how I want to finish off my evening. It's just a really quiet, chill vibe. And I think that there's quite a platform for just sort of chill, long play style gameplay. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me give you a quick look around, and I'm going to kind of just sort of take a back seat to just some simple gameplay. I may adjust the music if it becomes a little bit too... if it's not quite hitting the vibe. I wasn't sure if this one channel was going to end up being the kind of like chill vibe I'm looking for. But first, before we worry about any of that, what we have now is working okay. Let's see. Let me show you what I've been doing. So I've started digging this. Last time when I was streaming, we were doing a little bit of digging and I was kind of projecting forward what we were going to be doing. I've dug quite a ways down, as you can see. And I've also started to take out some side branches here just to kind of give an example of what we're going to be doing down this whole way. I don't think we're going to be working on... I mean, I'm not sure we'll be doing all this in just one project. I'll kind of come back to this here and there as I need different stone materials. This will just be my ongoing mining project, and I'm going to try to do this kind of thing throughout the entirety of this mine. So this whole mine shaft here, I'm going to end up kind of digging all of this out and kind of like reworking it over the course of time. So we're just starting with this one pathway for starters, just to kind of get a basic repeatable pattern going. I am going to have to put in some infrastructure around these. I may work on that tonight. I'm unsure. For the moment, I'm just going to dig a bit more because I've got quite a bit of resources from that bit I have dug. I'm going to take a quick ride down there in a minecart to show you what all we have done. But I've got all this stone. This one's started. I'm going to try to fill this one with stone before we start any other building projects. I've gotten a few diamonds. I made myself a fresh diamond pick for today. Other than that, I'll probably follow it up with more iron picks unless I find more diamonds. If I find more diamonds, then I might make myself another diamond pick because it's much more efficient. So what we're heading toward in the near future for my next building project is one, this is going to have to be an enchanting room. That's not going to be today's project, but very soon, we're going to start making this into my enchanting room. We're going to have to make a proper way to get in, way to get out, give it easy access, which I think, let me see. Oh, I didn't bring any torches with me, but that kind of leads into the next thing. Let me just grab this for ambience. Okay, so off this direction, you can see how we've got this very janky looking bridge that I made, which then turns into just scaffolding. My plan is eventually to build a real proper bridge network. I'm not quite sure what they're going to look like yet, but basically spanning from pillar to pillar. There are quite a few of these pillars around this area, so I can use that as kind of my structural integrity. That's a pillar, it's just very big. That's a pillar, and then that is a pillar. Is that diamonds? That's diamonds. Somehow I missed diamonds. I'm gonna have to go over there and get that. But anyway, that's kind of what we have going on. Maybe I'll go grab the scaffolding so I can get over there. I don't know. That seems scary. Maybe I won't deal with Deep Dark today. Either way, that's going to be the next project. So in order to be able to make some proper bridge work, including probably, like you can see, this thing required a new pillar. I'm probably going to have to build some of my own pillars, especially between these two areas, and maybe depending on what the other spot over there looks like, I may have to build some fresh pillars there. Basically, I'm just going to be doing a bunch of terraforming and remolding of this interior cave structure to give myself an easy access from my base area, which is more over in that direction, to make it very easy to get from there to over here. I don't know if it'll be taking this same route or if I'll be going a fresh route. Maybe I'll end up like cutting something into over here and then straight across maybe to there. That could be something. And that guy has an enchanted bow. I'm going to go try and fight that guy because I kind of really want enchanted bows. I have a regular one, but enchanted bows are like my favorite thing in this game. Well, hello, sir. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, good Sir Maki. I was just saying we're gonna be taking a pretty chill today. Oh, no bow. That's fine. I needed arrows anyway. We're going to be taking a pretty chill approach to today's stream. I'm going to be working on just expanding my mineshaft layout, so I'll be able to show you kind of what I've been working on in the off time this past week. I didn't stream the other day. I was actually playing a smaller, like a newer, smaller, like a horror game with my sister. That she had played and that she said was really good. So we were spending some time playing that on Thursday and Saturday. So I didn't get a chance to stream on those days like I normally would. So today's the first one this week, or I guess even all of last week, really. But yeah. So today we're going to be taking it pretty chill. So what I'm thinking is the bridge network may end up coming over this direction. It may not kind of take that upwards route and then across and over. I'm not sure if I'll be keeping that or if I'll just kind of build some custom terrain over here and connect directly to there. That might even be easier. And it would also be much simpler to get back to my main base. So I'm not sure, but honestly, I don't really need to know that now. That's not today's project. All I know is that for that and other projects, I'm going to need a lot more of this deep slate. So I'm just slowly mining it out with my regular base tools. No extra efficiencies or anything yet. We haven't made the enchanting room, but we will soon. And so that's currently where we stand. Let me head up there to show you around, kind of show you my system. I'm trying to also build a minecart system into my mine so I can make it easier for myself. That was over on this one, I think. The diamonds. Let's try and dig up and find it, because I do like some diamonds. I want to say, here, let's just do this. There we go. That's easier. Aha! There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's all there was. But honestly, that is 1/3 of what we need to be able to keep making diamond picks. So that's kind of my rule when it comes to a lot of this sort of early game mining. Oh gosh, is that if I want to use a diamond pick, that's fine. I just have to be able to replace it with diamonds. So I need to do enough mining with it to be able to at least break even. So I'm hoping we can do that today. That's the wrong way. Let's head over here. All right, so the mine shaft, good old mine shaft. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for this mine shaft. If you have any cool ideas for not mine shaft names, put them in the chat. But otherwise, I'm sure I'll come up with something over the course of time. It's really easy and natural to just sort of name things. So we'll get there. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of stuff right now in here. I do have some diamonds, but like a lot of the stuff I brought in here is kind of missing, aside from all the stone I've been digging. I'm gonna try to top this one off by the end of the day. But I've got this thing already preloaded up with a bunch of stuff we're gonna need today. I may have to take a break at some point to go try and make some more rails. We'll see if that's necessary. I may not even get that far today, because I'm only gonna be streaming till about 8 o'clock. So that's just gonna be almost 2 hours. That's the plan today. So I've got myself a bunch of iron. There should be plenty to make all the picks and things I'm going to need today. A bunch of torches. I may have to come back up here to my base to make some more. A bunch of logs to start doing some infrastructure and all this other stuff. So one thing at a time. Let's send this out to where we're going to be working. So I put in all this, and right down here. Last stream we went to just a little bit beyond these, and then it kind of closed up. So that was about as far as we'd gotten. Let me show you how much farther I've taken this in the meantime. Let me move by there and then switch that off. Nope, switch it on. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. All right, let me show you how far this goes. And I did all this with just regular iron picks right now. There we go, all the way out to here. So it's definitely not terribly far, but it's definitely far enough that things start to look distant. So I think there's going to be plenty of space for our first starting kind of entry-level, learn how to do this mine shaft thing area. So let me just head back. It's kind of a nice little ride. Hopefully the in-game sounds aren't really loud. I know the mine cart suddenly gets really loud, so there we go. Just put that in there. So as you can see, my pillars right now are just simple logs with a few simple hanging things, hanging lanterns and things. I'm planning on doing some more infrastructure, probably putting 2 tunnels between every pillar. This is kind of the design I ended up with, is this consistency here. Now, this does work basically just like a really large strip mine. The only issue is, if I follow this pattern, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more blocks on this side before my next pillar, right? Or before my next tunnel. So if I follow the pattern I was doing, the next tunnel would be here, 2 blocks away from the center pillar, which is fine, except that I've got a whole hallway of a 3x3 blocks directly going this way that I'm never going to see if I do this way. So my solution was, I'm going to make a collection system going down the center. I haven't designed that yet. I started working on it, as you can see, and I'm working on that. But my thought is then I can either just dig this out straight through on both sides, or just dig it in one side or something like that. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet, but then basically anywhere I am down the way, I can then just place a minecart in, fill it with my stuff as I'm mining, and then send it back. And then it'll just come back here and automatically deposit its stuff into a chest. That's my thought. So then eventually I can just have a whole hallway full of mine shafts, and each of those mine shafts would then have each of their different drop-off sections right here down the center, so I can then just go down, load up chests, and then send them back up here to where my central pickup area will be. So that's kind of the overall idea. I mean, it's obviously going to look more like it's going to look better than it will actually be useful. So that's the intention, I think. I'm not going to be pushing a ton of product really fast myself to where it's really going to be necessary to have all that automated, but that'll give me a chance to mine out everything and it'll look very functional. So that's really what I want. That's really the main intention there. Can I even reach that? No, but I can reach that. What's a few blocks? So that's my thought with that. For the moment today, I don't think I'll get to that. I may if I really feel brave after a while, but for the moment, I'm just gonna be digging out more tunnels. Probably the next couple of sections down, I'll dig it down, maybe about as far as this. Maybe I'll take these a little farther. I'm not sure. I just want to do some chill mining. That's really all I have on the docket for today. I've got plenty of food, and I've got a whole bunch more food upstairs in my base. And this will be good. I just want to get more diamonds. I want to gear up some more. I want to prep myself for a bunch of armor and a bunch of tools. I want to be able to have diamond as a standard. But I don't currently have enough for that. So I just need to mine, and I could go caving. That's probably more interesting. But I wanted to get this going anyway for all the stone blocks that I wanted to have on hand. So yeah, this is just going to be today. I'm just going to start mining and keep on going to build these out. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep it chill. If the music seems to be way too low key or it doesn't seem to be hitting the vibe, I can change it, or I may change it at some point. We'll see. At the moment, I'm liking it. How do game sounds sound to you? I'm thinking I may end up trying to turn... Oh, wow, everything's 100%. Oh, wow. Well, maybe I'll turn the weather down a bit. Keep the blocks high. Okay. That works. I'll just keep on going. Oops, can't reach that. Here, I don't really need to carry my shield with me. I may as well carry my torch so it's easier to see. 3, 4, 5. Right now I'm putting these every 5 just for uniformity. I realize that's that's closer than they need to be, but I'm eventually going to put infrastructure in these where there's going to be lighting automatically placed. So... You're a zombie. Oh, nice. I really wouldn't mind finding an iron vein at some point in the near future. Oh, look at that. Maybe I'll find something interesting down here. Let's place my torches, keep myself consistent. There we go. Alright, sip my tea and then we'll go down there. Alright, zombie, show me what you got. Let's put away my axe. I don't really need that at the moment. Aha, you sir. Get out of here. Keep torches on the left side so I can find my way out again. Oh boy. That's quite a drop off. Here. There. That should make it obvious that there's a drop off. Don't go that way. There we go. Oh, nice. I was hearing lava before, and it was probably actually a separate lava flow I was hearing up there. But, nice to know there's some lava down here if I need it. Ah. More of this. Just when I run out of torches, too. Yeah, I don't want to go down there. Alright, I'll have to come back sometime for this. This isn't really a today project. My experience is getting pretty high, though. I really need to make that enchanting room a priority soon. Because I don't want to let these levels go to waste by dying or something. I may as well be making my tools harder to break and things. Maybe while I've got this diamond pick, I should try to find if I can find the lava lake or a puddle of lava at least. I should get some obsidian. So I can make myself an enchanting table. All right, this one I'm going to load up with materials to send back. So that's just going to be there. Let me grab from my goods chest. And I don't think I need any more of these. I'm going to keep my bow in there in case I just like I don't need it right at the moment. But if I end up deciding to go do some, like, exploring of darker cave systems and stuff that I come across, I may want to come back for it. So that's my thought with that. Oh yeah, this right here goes to the center delivery system. That's what that hallway is. Five, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. It's another tunnel up here, I guess, because I'm hearing zombies again. This thing is getting really long. I'm gonna have to start making my return delivery system before I take it too much farther. Alright, let me take it one more, then I'm going to head to the tunnel to my right and just take it right back down. 2, 3... 4 and 5. Alright, well before... Oh, look at that! I've already been here. That's cool. Is this all well lit? Come on. Climb. There we go. It definitely does some patching up here. I don't remember what went down up here. Okay. Definitely gets back into stone layers. Okay, I think I'm vaguely remembering this area. I'm gonna have to come up here just to mine andesite, honestly. This is a lot of andesite. You know what? Here. I've got all this space in my inventory. I'm just gonna grab a few stacks of andesite, because I don't have a whole lot of this for building upstairs. Oh, you're cool. No worries. Multitasking and just kind of having this on in the background. That's kind of the intention for tonight. I may end up having a bit of conversation going here and there, but yeah, you don't have to feel the need to be like really actively engaged if it's not convenient. But yeah, thanks for hanging out anyway. Hope whatever you're doing is like, you know, convenient, helpful, productive, whatever it might have to be. Hope you're getting done whatever you need to get done. Yeah, I personally haven't actually listened to or played, like watched a lot of long plays. I've definitely watched some longer, like, I guess technically longer gameplays, like longer gameplay sessions, but it's typically just like longer, like edited material of people gaming. Not usually just like the quiet, just ambient background. I should honestly just put that on more often because I really like having stuff going in the background. And I haven't gotten into, like, as a viewer, the whole long play style really all that much. I want to, because that's very much the way I enjoy playing the game in my own time. It's just kind of quiet, just letting long tasks take a long time. Just sort of letting myself just kind of meander my way through the game. So yeah, I should get more into long plays than I have been. Not to mention, if I want to keep doing this kind of content, you know, it's kind of nice to know the kind of content people expect when I say long play. So I should really watch some, at the very least, to educate myself a little bit more. But at the most, to give myself some nice background ambience. Nice. I should definitely craft up some more scaffolding to carry on hand with me when I do projects like this. Come on. Let's just do this. Nice. I'll take back this diorite. Diorite's kind of nice to keep on hand when you don't have a ton of andesite, because you can turn it into andesite. So, you know, sometimes having both of them on hand is kind of a nice combination. Even if I know some people really don't like building with diorite, or at least they didn't. I'm not sure that's still kind of a trend right now, but I know it was. There you go. Another project I should probably work on soon, seeing as I'm starting to just gather mass amounts of stone materials, is an actual proper storage room. It's not just a couple chests in the middle of a cave. Maybe down in my lush cave base area, I'm going to need to build out one of those spaces that I had looked at in a previous stream as storage. That's probably going to have to be a priority soon. Alright, let's see where this puts us. This is going to be... it's a decent bit of andesite. A little bit of diorite too. Let me get a couple more stacks of diorite and then we'll call this good. Man, this diamond pick is already like getting pretty worn down. When you don't have unbreaking on these things, they go fast. There we go. Alright, not bad. Don't need that down there. Alright, I think this is going to be plenty of diorite. There's a lot more here. I'll just have to come back if I need some more. Same with the tuff. There's a lot of tuff here too. Anyway, start heading back down to my cave, or my my mine shaft system. This is the wrong way, I think. Left goes deeper in. Right starts to head out. This is a dead end. Yes, okay. That's a walkway. It's on the right. Okay, so that's deeper in up there on the walkway. I know that the walkway is not going to take me to my pathway because my pathway is down in deep slate and that's all in regular stone. So I'm not going to go up there right now. There we go. All right, let's take a quick munchie break. There we go. All right, that's some decent materials right there. Let's start. So I ended up having, what was it, a 2-block wide, like median, I guess, between the two pathways. So this one, too wide, is going to head me back down the other one. This is kind of a nice natural turnaround area. Hey, Tony Killa. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're taking it easy today. Streaming pretty chill, just sort of like long play style. So it's not going to be really heavy action today, but glad to see you here. Let's see, this hole in the ground is bugging me. There we go, it's good and clean. Alright, so since we're heading back, I still want for this torch sequence to be the same. So this one is 1, 2, 3 from the edge. 1, 2, 3. Right there, that should be the same. No, wait, I'm one shy. There you go. So we're going to be putting these on the right as I continue to walk down. 3, 4, 4, 5. Just to keep consistent with my pattern. Oh, nice. That's cool. Well, I'll try to keep it low-key for you. Two, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad you find them relaxing, Tony Kilo. I'm trying to sort of find exactly what my vibe is when it comes to streaming. I know I typically one of the things I really like about this game is the fact that it's just it's sort of tailored to the sort of slow gameplay style. It's a very nice, relaxing game to play. And so I think putting that kind of content forward is kind of a really good way to represent the game. So I'm glad you enjoy it. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I just saw that you dropped that. I appreciate that. It's 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Now, the music I'm listening to today isn't actually Minecraft music. This is just one of the like chill guitar stations on Pretzel Rocks, which is just basically a music program which has a whole bunch of like unlicensed content for streaming and things like that. So I'm just listening to one of the chill stations on there. Minecraft music is some of the most chill, relaxing music that there is, though. Like, the artists that they have working on their tracks are very good at what they do. Actually, a while back, and it's not even that long ago, Mojang put out, like in association with their regular artists who work on their music for every update, they put together these sort of longer tracks, or I think they're like an hour long or so. There's a handful of them that are these sort of quiet, ambient, just sort of background tracks that just sort of go on for like an hour long. They're really nice. I think the one that I typically listen to is one of the more like lo-fi centric ones. I think it's like it's called Monolism or something like that. I don't remember offhand. But yeah, they've got a few of them. I think you can find them on like Minecraft's any place where Minecraft has their music. I know on YouTube you can find it. You can just search their YouTube channel, then they should have them there. But yeah, it's a really nice vibe. Like they know how to do relaxing. Right now, I'm working on a mine shaft. So, effectively, I'm still pretty early in the game. So I haven't, as you see, like nothing I have is enchanted. I haven't gotten far enough to even have diamond armor yet. My armor is all iron still. Most of my tools have been iron. I'm only slowly working through my diamond stuff. I think I'm almost breaking out into my tunnel. But I found a mine shaft down here right underneath my base, and so I decided, why not just like as I'm mining for stone, I need more deep slate for a project I'm going to be working on soon. So I figured, while I just need to gather resources, why don't I just expand the mine shaft and make a better mine shaft, like use it actually for mining purposes instead of just aesthetics. So that's the plan, is I'm going to be sort of building out the world as I go. It's one of my kind of intentions with the gameplay on the map I'm doing, is to kind of make every project like make a statement or leave some kind of a footprint in the world. So kind of before I get to the point, like I'm not going to, for example, be doing any enchanting until I have a chance to build an enchanting room, which is on the list. I've got a place picked out. But I need materials to finish some of the other infrastructure I've started, which I can give a quick tour of real quick once I get back. Yeah, so these are currently the longest tunnels I've made so far. Let me show you what the rest of this looks like. All right, so this is all mined out. I mined most of this with iron picks. There's quite a bit of this here. Let me unload some of my stuff here. Deep slate first, keep it organized. All the diorite, my andesite, and the extras. Right. Okay, that's zombie. I need to figure out where that guy is. He's bugging me. Yeah, so this. Oops. There we go. So all of this mine shaft here is what I've dug so far. There we go. It goes on for a little while. But this all effectively where I decided to start this mine shaft tunnel right here was off of one of those small mine shaft tunnels in the normal game that just kind of ends in a dead end. So I figured, oh, okay, this seems like a good place to start. So I started digging down here. The mine shaft originally, like this tunnel right here, just kind of ended in a blockade. So I just dug it down and kept going. So this is my mine shaft area. I've already explored it and lit it all up and done all the looting and all that. That was a previous stream. And so I think the zombie's probably coming from down there. I keep getting attacked by mobs that walk up here. So coming back here, out into the main massive underground cave system I'm going to be living in. Down here, there's a geode. This is where I'm going to be... oh, I heard a creeper. Hang on, I don't want it to come up behind me. I think it's just that guy. Hey, buddy. Come on. There we go. I kind of want that gunpowder. Hang on. There we go. Let's see if I can do this. Almost. Okay. There we go. So, this geode is where I'm going to be building my enchanting room eventually. It's pretty close to my mine, obviously, pretty close to my base. There's my zombie. The base is inside a large open lush cave clearing right over that direction where all those lights are. This sort of janky looking bridge. Let me show you from a distance here. This right here is the bridge. It continues on that side, just like from the pillar to the wall in like 1 block wide bridges, and the same here. I would like to, like I was saying before, build my whole world with infrastructure built in while I go. It's going to take me a while to do it that way, but that's the way I like to play. So that's what all this deep slate is I'm gathering right now in the mines. That's going to go into bridge building. But coming back across this bridge is going to head into sort of the far side of my main base. You can see there's a bunch of crops there. Oh, shoot. Nope, don't want that. These skeletons hate me so much. Okay. So minus all the flooding, we clearly have some drainage issues, but that's not, you know, the worst thing in the world. Up here in this lush cave is my primary base. I've got all my crops, primarily just wheat and potatoes at the moment. I do have beetroot, but I've been mass producing the wheat and the potatoes for the sake of my crops, my food. This is Leroy. This is my pet bird. We found him pretty early on, and this one was a chat named this guy Leroy. So I've got a few things here I'm going to be working on. I'm going to build a utility room, and I dug this thing out. I'm going to be building a smelter over here at some point in the near future. I'm starting to get some plans together. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. So continuing back upstairs, this all kind of began as I spawned in a jungle biome. Now, a jungle biome is typically really dense, and I died a lot the last couple of nights just to skeletons shooting me through the treetops, and it was kind of ridiculous. So I decided to go into a cave and just kind of keep myself sort of tucked away and safe. I've been playing this world for probably, I don't know, what's it been? Couple of months maybe, kind of off and on. I don't usually get the chance to play except for a couple days a week, then a couple hours per play session. So I don't have, you know, nearly all that much time to put into it. Most of the time I put into it is on stream. I've got a whole bunch of this clay and brick just from smelting up things I got from the cave down there. All the clay that naturally spawns in the lush cave area. I've gotten myself a handful of resources from other places in the past. I do have some diamonds, just not quite what I'd like. And I found another one of these guys, so I just named. So I've got Leroy upstairs and downstairs. So anywhere I am, he is there too. This is currently my area, everything that I have explored on the edge of this map. At the edge of this jungle biome, I've got my bamboo right across the river. It's really easy to access, and it grows super fast. I did find a trail ruin, which is what I've started to do some work on. I built these sort of pathways. We've got some animal pens near the shoreline. I've got some more crops near the shoreline. I've got this pathway that comes up toward the entrance to my cave. Or no, the entrance to my cave is here. And then all of this is all terraformed sort of cliffside, heading up here into a staircase that heads down into the trail ruin. So let me give you a quick tour of that, because it looks pretty cool. So heading up here, oh, it's nighttime. And it's raining, that's great. So my animal pen's up here. I'm still trying to up my numbers. I need a lot more wool from the sheep before I go into the deep dark to do much work there. Let me sleep away this rain. All right. There we go. And all these puddles in the ground. So, all this is just a bit of what was like an ugly cliffside. I sort of began to terraform out to make it look a little bit more tied in with the world. Right up this pathway is the area where I found the trail ruin, just a few blocks sticking out of the ground. I've since dug down into it and then ended up finding a different entrance, and I just piled all this stonework on top of it so I can find where the original site was. But the actual entrance I made, which I like better, is coming up here from on top of this cliffside that I built. I am going to build a building up here I'm calling the Visitor Center. I'm treating this almost like a tourist attraction kind of vibe is what I'm going for eventually once I get there. But yeah, you'll end up like exiting the tourist like visitor center, heading down these stairs, and then kind of curving around. You can kind of get like this nice overlook of this lush cave underneath, and then head inside here, up a few stairs, through a little bit of a that's just grass. Okay, through this tight little area, and then you've got the trail ruin, and this whole thing is naturally spawning. So basically all I've been doing has just been hollowing it out to be able to see it all. So there's quite a bit of this here. I've got a few chests from the stuff I was working on and excavating. And I've got all these artifacts were found here. So I'm collecting them all so I can catalog them and I can use them either as decorations in my visitor center to make it look very authentic, or at the very least just to put on display, just to make it sort of feel like a museum piece. So let me grab, actually I should probably take some of this coal with me to my mine because I think I'll need it more there right now. But either way, this whole thing, it's got this sort of central street that goes down here with all these other small sort of shrines and what looks like they used to be some kind of structure or maybe market stalls. This one's a whole building with a couple of wings off either side. So yeah, I've just been excavating this here and there as side projects too. I haven't quite gotten all of it done, of course. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit janky in the corners. But we're making progress. So the intention originally... Thank you, I appreciate that. The original intention here was to kind of center this build in the jungle around the trail ruin as being my central destination. So I'm putting my base underground in the lush cave so it doesn't like compete with this as a as something to like draw the attention away. I want for this to be the central thing you notice. And it'd be great if I could find like a jungle ruin right around here. That would be a really cool thing to add into this whole area. But I don't think I'll find one. I've done some exploring of the jungle and I haven't seen it. So that's currently everything above ground. These acacia trees, surprisingly enough, work really well in the jungle. They look really good here. So I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm probably going to be mixing them in here and there with everything because it just works. There we go. And I don't think there's anything else up here that I need. I should grab some more food while I'm here, though. Ah, dude. Leroy, you scared me. Leroy just made creeper sounds in my ear, and it terrified me. But what that tells me that there is a creeper nearby, because the parrots always tell you, they actually alert you to nearby mobs. So let me head up here and try and take out that creeper. I want the gunpowder. It's either up here or else it's going to be in... Come on. Let's get that. There we go. The creeper will either be up here or down in the mine, like in a cave someplace. He's probably in a cave. Well, Leroy, I'm just going to have to take you on trust here because I don't see anything. You know, I've scouted the area and I don't see anything, so you do you. There we go. Nothing down here. Look pretty creeper safe at the moment. All right, and nothing down here right now. Okay, we're pretty good. There's a creeper. It's not the one he was alerting me to, but it's a creeper. Okay, I really have to watch my step on these edges here. I've had to trek through the deep dark before and it was not fun. At the moment, not a really strict streaming schedule, to answer your question, Tony. I've been trying to shoot for Thursdays, typically in the evening, and then either typically Saturday or Sunday. I like to do Saturday and Thursday if possible. If I can't make one Saturday, then I'll typically fill in with a Sunday. But it's not really been consistent enough for me to feel confident posting a streaming schedule yet, because I'm pretty new to the whole streaming concept. Not new to the concept, new to actually practicing it myself. So, you know, I'm in the process of getting something that I feel I can keep up with. At the moment, though, Thursdays and Saturdays are what I shoot for. Okay. I did post 2 of mine. The last one I didn't get a chance to post yet. I'm going to post that one tonight. The last stream that I did, where I was mining out some of this and kind of getting it begun. I forgot to hit record tonight, so this one's not going to... I can probably download this one from Twitch when it's all finished and get this one posted later. For the moment, I forgot to hit record because I'm new to this. So I'm not sure if tonight's will end up on YouTube or not. But I do have one more to post to YouTube. You can find me, it's just chefsammul.gaming on YouTube. There we go. And some of my other ones, my other streams I've done, haven't, like, they're usually pretty chill. It's usually pretty good for background, but I've tried slightly different things in different streams. Some of them I've tried to make more quiet and chill, and some of them I've tried to make a bit more upbeat and interactive. So, you know, I'm feeling my way through this thing. So I take it you play Minecraft, Tony. Do you stream? Or I guess maybe a better question would be, what's your favorite part of the game? Like, considering that this is a game you seem pretty familiar with. What's your favorite thing to spend your time on in the game? Two, three, four, five. 5, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. I'm actually really happy to see all this iron. I've been going through so many tools that that's really great to see. Aha! That's what I like to see. 2, 3, 4, 5. I told myself I would only make another diamond pick after this one if I got enough diamonds to do so. And that officially makes 3. I got 1 earlier. So I just made some iron picks, so we'll go through those first. That's really cool, Tony. Yeah, Minecraft, like, Minecraft is kind of a funny thing. It's like you can walk away from it for years, but there's something something about the simplicity of the game and the inherent nostalgia of the game. Therefore, because of that, and because, like you said before, like the really quiet, chill style of music, it's a really like peaceful place to go to play as a kid, and like very easy to understand the rules. But coming back to it, like as an adult, is really interesting as well, just because like you can then kind of pick up some of the smaller nuances, and then like the things like you're talking about, building houses and villages and things like that in survival, you can put so much more like finer details and sort of small scale detailing, and like you can really make it like an art form. I've seen so many really artistic Minecraft builds and representations of the game from adults, and it's funny because like this is one of the games which is sort of in the sort of overall sort of zeitgeist of the world is sort of considered as a kid's game, but is played by so many adults and enjoyed by so many adults that like you kind of can never get too old for it, and it's super interesting that way. There's a lot of games I've found that have a very specific clientele. Yeah. Yeah, there's typically a very specific clientele for games. Like I was talking earlier about how this past weekend, I was playing this like this little kind of indie horror game with my little sister, because she found it and it looked like a really fun game, and it was very interesting. I liked it. But games like that do hit a very specific kind of genre. Horror games or survival games or strategy games or what have you. But a game like this, it does have a little bit of combat, but that's really the most intense it gets. And there's been such a push, I feel like, when it comes to every time that Minecraft is putting out a new update or having a new mob vote or in any way putting out new material. The last couple updates, I feel like ever since Caves and Cliffs came to the scene, the community seems so divided on updates, and they seem very focused on like what's this adding to the game, how is this making the game better, and people are just looking for so much for Minecraft to give them. But the whole kind of concept of Minecraft is that it's just a simple game. It's just a game that doesn't really have a whole lot of structure to it. Where the gameplay, like the fun comes from you investing in the game. I think that gets lost by a lot of the greater community that gets gets used to fast-paced games and high like low risk, high reward kind of games where you can just kind of grind out all the stuff you want. Where you can upgrade all your gear within the first day of gameplay and all this other stuff. That's not really the way that I like to enjoy the game. I appreciate the quieter, more relaxed, sort of let it take its time kind of approach to the gameplay. So I appreciate your opinions. It's very much, I think we're very much in the same boat in that way. All right. Well, there's some cave sounds. This is number 5 here. Let's just put that up so I can post a torch. All right. Do I want to risk this? Oh, that's fun. See, my assumption was that Tony Kayla was like a combination of 2 names. But yeah, that makes sense. Tiana. That's cool. I'm gonna have to try to remember that. So, are you Finnish, or do you just have a love for the language? The fact that that comes from Finnish. Oops, I think I just hit the wrong button. What'd I hit? Is it that? No, not that. Is it this? No, not that. Oh, there we go. I turned the camera into like cinematic mode, so I couldn't turn my head very fast. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious as to that name, like tuna fish. Like where'd that come from? Is that like an inside joke, or is that you just like tuna fish? Like I'm trying to figure out where all that might have come from, because that's a fun name. Oh shoot! Hey, buddy. Just take it easy now. Two can play at this game. Oh, maybe they can't. There you go. Okay. Let's light this up so we don't get, bombarded by more mobs. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I always love, like, being able to use inside jokes and little kind of personal, I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but like quirks and references and things in like your online presence. It's kind of fun. I mean, like, it's the same thing for me. Like, my gamer tag is Chef Sammul, and like I am like a real life baker, but as a kid, I would just bake as a hobby. And so, like my real life name is Samuel, and so it's like this one's also an inside joke among my family. Was that like as a kid, they would kind of jokingly, kind of tongue in cheek, call me Chef Sammul, because it was this kind of, version of my real name, but kind of making fun of my baking hobby in fun, not like in a mean way. Oh gosh. So that's where that name comes from. So like I really like the inside joke thing. It's a fun little idiom. All right. Well, we got back to this exposed part of the mine shaft. I haven't been over here in a minute. Is this going to be a straightforward way to get back? I think there will be. So if you don't mind me asking, what brought you to Finland? Like you said you're from Canada, but then you ended up in Finland somehow. Were you there for schooling, or there for like did career take you there? Like what brought you to Finland? Oops, there we go. There we go. Now we're back in safety. All right, this is kind of a nice little checkpoint area. All right, I'm gonna dig across here to my next, just like I did on the other side. I'm just gonna sort of dig a path over to my second tunnel, my second mine shaft that I started. And I will then start digging my way back. Alright, there's 2 between. And then a 2 wide tunnel. Okay, so this one is looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Counting with the chef. Okay, there we go. And that's going to start my pattern. Yes. It's a big spot of lapis. It's going to come in handy. Okay, that's cool. There we go. I can put this back in my offhand. No problem. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, though. Hope you have a good night, Tiana. I'll just keep on going at it. Got to refill my tea. There we go. think once I connect these up, we might actually have enough stone to start planning on making bridges next time. It might have to be next stream. We'll see. But we'll definitely be able to get plenty of infrastructure in today. I don't think I'm going to be working on the like the return systems. Not today. I need to give that a little bit of thought. The return systems, like between my columns, for the most efficient way to do that without, you know, sacrificing the simple design I'm going for here. So I'll probably have to do a little bit of work off camera for that one to get a design down that I like. But there we go. Maybe if I got some time here, once I connect these up, maybe I'll go back to the amethyst and just start cleaning that out a little bit and sort of prepare it for making an enchanting room out of. Maybe try to put in some infrastructure for a pathway or something to get into it. That might be a nice way to finish things off today. Nice. There we go. Oh, that was my last torch. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to hold this torch in my hand, and we're just going to dig this out. I'll come back and light it up later. All right. There we go. Ah, we're getting pretty close. Oh, I was digging that. That whole path was dug incorrectly. Oh, that's great. I was thinking I was on the right side one. I was on the left side one. Or sorry, I was on the wrong pathway there. All right, this will be fine. We'll fix this in the future. Most of that's gonna have to be dug out from my collection system anyway. Okay. Cause see, now what I did. See, I think it was. I went over by 2, because that's what I assumed I was supposed to do. So it's these 2 blocks here that I've been digging through, which is fine. That was my last pick. Convenient that I'm out here. There we go. As promised, diamond pick. Yeah, this will be just fine. I'll have to do a little bit of filling in after the fact, but that's not a big deal. There we go. There we go. Just make sure this isn't an iron vein, being that it's in tough. I don't think it is. There we go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll grab some more torches. Let's light this up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Makes sense. Let's line up with the other one. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, it's all lined up. So this should have been these 2 blocks, not these 2 blocks. Just because I forgot that this was the center where the pillar is. Now, what I had over here was effectively like the original, like let's see, I do have my axe on me. Like this is eventually where I'm gonna put some kind of a collection system with a rail that's gonna go all the way down here to drop stuff off in here while I mine. So that's fine. It's just, I was planning on doing that on both sides. So now I just got that done a little earlier than I was anticipating. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I'll just have to actually mine out the actual, right here, the actual tunnel in the future. Maybe I'll keep working on that since I just messed this up a little bit. There we go. Shore that up. There we go. Now it's intentional. Let me empty out my pockets first. Oh, this is actually full. Oh boy. It's the most convenient way to do this. So go with that. Okay. Where's that zombie? Is he above me? It's definitely to my left. I think it's left and up. Let's go up here and see if I can find him. Like that direction. Light that up. Let me keep my shield in my hand just in case I run into this guy. Okay, definitely in here. Let's go shovel. Ah. I think I just did this. Wow. What a destructive person. Okay, let's just do this. There we go. Just light that up just a bit. And kind of fill this in. Hup. There we go. Okay. So, I don't think that washed away into my torches. Except for that one. Alright, so zombie's still out there. Maybe the next thing I'll do for a minute here is start just placing, like use up some of these materials so I have more of a minecart chest to fill. So I will just start just kind of giving myself a template, just measure out where these should go and start putting in my posts. We'll do that. That'll be simple. It's gonna be every 2. So we're gonna go away from the, let's see. Yeah, away from the pillar is gonna be 2 blocks and then a 2 by 3 hallway. And then 2 blocks and then a 2 by 3 hallway. Wait. Guy sounds extremely close. Hey, buddy. Where is he? Where is he? Oh well, just as long as he's not right here trying to hit me, I think I'm okay. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go 1, 2. So 2 by 3, 1, 2, then a 2 by 3, then 1, 2, and post. Good. Straight across from here, another post. There we go. Good. We make up a bunch more of these lanterns. There we go. That's a lot of those. There we go. It's quite a few. Good. Okay, so 2. And then a 2x3. 2-block pillar. And then another 2x3. Two-block pillar, and then my wooden pillar. Straight across. Good. Now I hear a skeleton. Here, this guy needs some lanterns. There we go. 2 blocks in, and then a 2x3. This gravel is going to require a little bit of reconstructing this wall. Okay. First, let's get my pillar in. There we go. Straight across. All right. There we go. I wonder if these guys are down here that I've been hearing. Oh no, down here is... Okay, I'd forgotten about this. Okay. This is an interesting part of the mine. So I ended up actually starting 2 levels, right? So down here, I'm pretty sure that at the time when I dug this part, I was mining with some TNT, because doing these larger, like these wide tunnels, is actually really convenient to use TNT for if you can spare it, because the TNT breaks out like a perfect 3x3 square of this stuff. Now this pathway became a 5x4, but originally I was going for 3x3 and I realized it was too small. So I was using that, and then I dug down to make a second path, like a second level to it, and then I end up filling in the ground. So these right here are gonna have to have an initial sort of like these tunnels that I build here directly off of this post is going to have some kind of like extra, like sort of side, maybe I'll have maybe I'll have them like sort of curve down and have sort of, like a staircase going off the side or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do that in a way that looks effective and gets the kind of aesthetic I'm looking for. So I'll start by marking them somehow. Maybe I should use the pillars as a kind of central like stability point. So like I'm thinking, you know, like if you were a miner and you were trying to firstly create more stability in your chambers by putting up posts like this, and you were going to try to dig down into a lower area of the cave, then you would probably create some other kind of like the posts would take on some new meanings. So let's say this. We're going to change the pattern a little bit, just simply for the sake of just trying something. So initially this archway just entering in is a 1x4 post on either side. And then it just has simple slabs and stairs and things creating the archway. It's a very simple archway, but it is in fact a 3-block wide archway. So let's say I was going to do something similar here. Let's take this out, make this a 1, 2, 3 block wide archway, and then put another one here. Oh, I'm all out of logs. So just for the sake of looks and being able to visualize what we're doing, let's do the same thing here. There we go. So it's going to end up kind of being this shape and size. I'll probably do a similar thing over there by using the slabs and things as my arch, so I don't use so many heavy posts. So let's say if I connect these, right? There we go. And then maybe on the outside, I put a light on the outside of either side. And then the inside will end up being an actual like this one is just going to be sort of its own special hallway. And these hallways are going to end up staircasing maybe one down and one up, right? I mean, it seems kind of intuitive to have the left go up and the right go down. I'm not sure why that's intuitive, but it seems to be. Or at least to me, that seems to be like the natural way to do things. There we go. Maybe there's psychology to that. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. So let's say, for example, this is going to go up. Make it a 3-wide staircase, because I do like wide staircases, especially in a place like this. It feels like it fits. I could make it narrower if I wanted to. Like I could end up having this actually be like a 1-wide or something. But just for keeping with the numerical like similarities between everything, numerical consistencies. I will keep it odd numbers for the moment. So let's say, there we go. So something like that, right? Once I would go up, the other one would go down. I'm probably going to end up doing similar to that staircase over there. Make it slab stairs so that I end up going out a bit wider. Or sorry, go out a bit, like, it'll be like a 2-block wide, or 2-block deep rather, staircase for each step. And I'm going down 1, 2, at least 3 blocks, if not more. I mean, I've got these things are 4-block high hallways. So if I do another hallway directly underneath this, I'm gonna have to go a few more than 3 blocks, I think. So let's just keep on digging this out, sort of see what this would look like as a proof of concept. There's 1, 2 steps. Let's say on the second step, we're going to curve around. And then, you know, if we wanted to, we could also just continue this one straight, because this thing, right, could end up being just as it is for all the other posts, one of my pathways going directly in. Now that would normally be here and here. These 2 blocks would normally be that pathway, but we're just gonna have to divert that. Like I said, we're gonna be breaking the pattern a bit here. So I'll have to have this be either a 3x3 pathway going straight through, or maybe make it like a couple of 1x3s just right next to each other. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much, but either way. On this side, we're going to step it down a block. There we go. And if that's the floor, or therefore the ceiling of my lower floor, and I want this to be a 4-block high, similar to the upstairs pathway, it's going to have to go down to here, right? And I'm definitely going to have to widen this out. The second level is not really a project for the near future, but I do want to set up the infrastructure so it's easy to do once I want to come down for more mining. So let's do this. This will step down and then step down again. Oh, for a second, I swear, I thought that was just a glitch because I just saw that. I thought it was just like a black void. I thought it was like a graphical glitch or something. No, that's what it's supposed to be. That's scary. All right. So here I am taking this down a couple of steps. Taking it by wide steps so it's more comfortable to walk down without feeling like you're in a claustrophobic area. So open this up. This is a three wide staircase, either direction. So this will then become a 3 wide here. There we go. 3 wide, so that means we can step down here. Right down into my hallway. There we go. Let's say we're gonna make some pillars. I'm just going to do these just for the sake of making the visuals really obvious and easy to see. We're going to make these pillars a 2x2. Again, for the sake of making it clear to myself in the future that this should be a pillar. Whether it's made of the same material or not later on is irrelevant. These are the remnants of my original staircase. And you know, I think down here, if I'm remembering right, I think down here might be the way I got to one of my dungeons, like the skeleton dungeon. Except over there just ends in a blockade, so I'm thinking of a different area. This is going to be kind of off limits because that's scary, and I don't want to be chased by a warden again. Let's just see how deep this goes before it gets really bad. I can definitely stand 1 or 2 strikes before I really have to start running out of here. So let's just light it up a bit so we don't get mobs growling in the backgrounds. Okay, there's a sensor. Okay, there he is. But it didn't reach anything a second ago. So we got sensor, then sensor, then sensor, then sensor, and then just emptiness. We're not going to go this way. We'll have to come back here once we have wool so we can properly excavate this area without making too much of a ruckus. So that's fine. We'll come back here. It's good to know it's there, though. Okay, so this pillar... oh, look at that. This pillar ends up actually lining up very well. So it's good to see that my math was correct. Let's do this. Just bring this up for the sake of my being able to see it visually. You know, if I wanted to, simply because it's a different kind of pathway than like my other pillars and things are indicating, I can do this, and I can actually just make this whole pillar out of this, and then just come up with a different sort of lighting scheme for it. whether that's torches or lanterns on the inside or something. I can do something different here, just for the sake of visually. While you're heading down, you can see clearly. Oh, this is my elevation change. Oh, that was a mistake. Whatever. Let's just make that into sticks. Conserve some space in my inventory. And likely then, this one over there that'll end up going upward will be basically the exact same sort of spiral staircase, just in an upward pattern. And this is going to end up going, I believe, here. There we go. So once I get this in visually, it'll be very obvious what this is supposed to be. And that's really all I'm going for right now, since I'm not currently, this isn't my project for today. Like building out the staircase and working on the elevation changes. But it's nice to see. Nice to know what I'm working with. There we go. Very good. There we go. It's very obvious, I think, to the eye. Okay. So we're not going to touch that. That's fine where it is. Let's at least get the others of these put in. At least the templates for these. There we go. 1x2s, or sorry, 2x3s rather. There's another 2x3 hallway beginning here. There we go. I'm just going to continue this down all the way. Okay. It's currently lined up. I'm going to see what's down this area, because this is an unlit cave. There we go. I just don't want mobs to be chasing me down or sneaking up on me. Okay. Huh. Okay, it just ends in a dead end. I guess that's better than it opening up into some kind of a mob trap. So, yeah. Not going to complain about that. Okay. So I'm just going to replace these other wooden pillars I began building with the stone, so it's symmetrical, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing for this last portion. I'll do that next. Okay. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna skip this track. It's not quite the vibe I was going for. In fact, I'm gonna switch my music just a little bit to a slightly different vibe. There we go. All right, so all right, so let's see. I think we can adopt a pretty similar pattern to here. It's just that right here will just have to be the break. So this one here, this one here only has a single block clearance, just because it's a 2 wide pillar instead of a 1 wide pillar. So that means on this side we're only going to go with 1 block clearance, and then we'll do this. The symmetry isn't, I suppose, 100% perfect with the numbers, but I'm not gonna, I mean, like this, the rest of these will be in sync with the rest of them over there. So I think it'll be okay. Okay, and I still have some jungle logs, so that's good. After this, it'll end up being 1, 2. And here we are, right back to the jungle logs. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Switch that back on. Okay. This one here you're talking about, Maki? Yeah, the long central hallway, I decided to make it 5 wide. So it's a 5x4, and I'm putting these pillars every two secondary sort of mine shafts, hallways, which are going to be sort of smaller supplementary ones. The intention is just to make this place feel a little bit larger than life. Definitely bigger than the ones that Minecraft naturally puts in the game. But yeah. So, and this isn't just here for looks, because I'm also going to, I'm also going to use this as my actual mining location. So anytime that I need bulk amounts of wood, I'll just come down here and then just keep cutting hallways and lines and things. So this is me basically just setting up the infrastructure for that. And earlier I was working on a couple of the first couple hallways and digging some length into them before. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I'll have to go down there and pick that stuff up in a second. There we go. Let's do this. Let's go down there and pick up that lapis. Oops, there we go. Keep accidentally hitting the cinematic mode camera on my game, and it keeps making it hard to look around efficiently. All right, where is that stuff? There we go. There we go. Now, eventually here, I'm actually going to have to... Is that right? No, hang on. Oh, but that's iron, so hang on. Before I fix this, let me first dig a little bit more. Okay. So this actually needs to be this stone. Or, sorry, this wood, rather than the stone. Okay. There we go. Here, let's just do this. So this thing just like fell down. Just, you know, a little, just add a little bit of that sort of human element, that kind of you know, indication that somebody was here. Let me take the rest of these off the wall. I think that's all of them. Yeah, so eventually, right here, I ended up making, like the staircase is going to be going up and down. I may end up having to change my archway way over there in the distance to actually reflect this, maybe, just simply to have like the structural pillars, which have the polished deep slate. Maybe I'll just end up having maybe like having these things indicate an elevation change would be a really good intuitive thing. Like if I kind of build that into the design, anytime you're walking through any different hallway that I build, if I keep that pattern, whenever you come across this, you'll know, oh, this is indicating a change in elevation. Like right here, this is going to be a staircase going down, which is eventually, now right here is going to be the center of the lower hallway one day. And same thing with over here. So effectively, if I make this then arch up on the left, down on the right, and I just kind of keep that pattern. No matter where you are, then you'll be able to find your way. And I'm gonna have to find some other way to indicate, maybe with torches, maybe with something else. In the same way that like when I'm caving, I'll only put torches on the left so I can find my way out by following them on my right. I'll have to do something. Maybe in the design, maybe I'll use, I don't know. I'm not sure what. I'll have to do something, some kind of design, very subtle design trick, so you can easily navigate by just looking at the design of the room. But something like that to be able to make it easier to indicate. And I think I'm also gonna have to change these in order to basically, let's say, do something like this. And I'm not gonna be using levers eventually. Eventually, I'll use probably just like redstone blocks or something. Or no, not redstone blocks, because then I can't do what I'm about to indicate. I'm not sure what I'll do. But let's say if I was to do something like this, see, and end up actually moving these things around to basically have like powered rails specifically centered on each center, let's say column. Oops, not that. So let's say if we called these pillars and we called every one of these like sort of pairs of hallways columns, or I guess I could just call them pairs or mineshaft hallways or something like that. But like let's call this columns and this pillars for the moment, okay? So like if I've got pillars which both surround every individual column, if I was to design, I'm gonna have to change the designs and the rails in order to be able to. Yeah, now at the moment I'm using levers specifically for this reason. If I end up centering my powered redstone rails in the center of a column, then I can, as I'm doing mining projects and I'm down here like just like doing my mining by hand, and I want to try to like fill up mine carts and send them back, like that's kind of, I'm actually going to be using that mechanic. Then I'll be able to do something like this. And I'll be able to actually like ride back with my minecart in order to go and drop off stuff and gather more materials. But I'll be able to specifically turn off the minecart rails in the area that I want to stop. So I can actually intuitively, let's say, oops, that didn't work. I can actually make myself stop at a very specific point in my mine shaft. Oops, I forgot that I did that. There we go. You stay up here. Okay. So like both of these are now full of stuff. So I'm eventually I'm going to end up probably changing this area, this like sort of like, I don't know what you'd call this, like a hub. I may end up having to change that into some kind of a like minecart receiving chamber or something. I know there are some of those. I'll just have to look into how people typically create like minecart related storage systems and just kind of translate that minecart like drop off emptying and refilling chamber area part of the storage systems that people make, transpose it into this, and end up actually creating like minecart drop-offs, so I can then just have like a chest full of the minecart chests that I can just grab grab one or two with me when I want to go down to my mine, and then just hop into a cart and bring myself down, and then it'll bring me right to where I last left off. Like right there, done. Let's say that this is where I was working, right? Then there we go. It just brings me right to where I am. But as I continue to build this out, if I end up, let's say, having like an indicator here, like if I want to go down, I could end up like flipping a switch somewhere or something like that, which would then indicate where I want to go. So my minecart will actually take me to where my work is. So this is me effectively trying to do some basic designing for that, without it even being a thing yet. So I'm not yet sure how it's going to work. I'm sure it will eventually, but one thing at a time, and I'm really not in any rush. So that's currently why I'm using the levers. And I'm sure I can come up with a more aesthetically pleasing way to do this than just sticking it on the floor. But I'm not sure yet. The thought is, you know, Minecraft gives us mines, so I may as well, you know, make a mine to do my mining in. That seems to make sense to me. All right, so let's just move all these in to make that make a little bit more sense. There we go. Right here, also lined up with the center column, so it works pretty well that way. Let's do that. Let's just take all these down. Okay. That's fine there. That's fine there. Let's take that out. Place this one. There we go. Oops. That was clever of me. There we go. So now there actually should be a depot at every different column. So let's say I wanted to go downstairs. Let's say that I knew that my work was going to be downstairs. So I just made sure that the last time I was here working that I turned off my depot right there at the downstairs column. Right? It's going to take me right here and drop me right off. And I'm ready to go. And I can always turn it back on and send it on my way if I wanted to. And I can then control, and it can be dynamic that way. So, although this is going to be a problem. Nope, no, I want my stuff. Oh, no. Well, that's great. Okay. That's fine. Let me start unloading the stuff in my inventory, and then I'll figure out what else I'm doing today here. Why, thank you. I do try to be smart as best I can help. All right, let's put away this wood materials. Where am I putting mob drops? I think I'm putting them in there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's empty out this. All right. There we go. And also, like, it also would be cool if I could actually design like a storage room that would kind of feel like it would kind of feel like this. It would kind of feel like a cluttered mining depot or like mining base of sorts, and just have like barrels hanging everywhere and in piles and all kinds of stuff. But if I could build that in such a way and get good enough at making like an automatic storage area that I would then just hook all my minecarts to, then the minecarts could end up coming up into that and then end up distributing stuff. Then like if I had like, let's say, a barrel for all my riches and a barrel for all my wood pieces and my coal and my tools and my cobble and everything, then it's all going to end up going exactly in the places where it needs to go. And I won't have to do all this like manual sorting. Maybe eventually. I definitely haven't learned how to get really good at sorting systems in Java yet. But I don't think it's going to be all that difficult to figure out. So I think once I get there, I can cross that bridge when I come to it. But at the moment this will work for the amount of stuff that I'm doing. So let's break that so I don't bounce my minecarts around anymore. Let's put that in here with my other levers, and the lanterns are going in here. Coal and lighting and lanterns seem to all kind of go together. Okay, I think I've got everything where it needs to be. Let's go run all the way down and see what's down here. Why, thank you. I definitely am going for rustic. That's definitely the kind of look that I'm trying to create. If I give me that. There we go. There it goes. All right. Hop in. Let's go. All right, let me get out here. So these, I'm not sure if you were watching earlier, Maki, but like over here, these are the first few that I've begun to dig out and begun to process. This one I accidentally measured incorrectly, and I dug this out here instead of, it should have been a couple more blocks over. It should have been here. So I'll do that. I'll figure that out in the future. But I was going to need this anyway because I'm also planning on having, like, right here, in the center of the like in the center of the pillar between each depot, I'm gonna have an actual delivery system. So I'm planning on also having like an an open area in between where there'll be track where you can like take like your minecart with you, because these get really long. Where you can then take your minecart with you, you can just place it, then you can just send it back, and then you can just keep on mining. So then by the time you're actually done, it'll end up coming over here, and then you'll end up having like your lineup of your minecarts, or otherwise it may end up emptying them into a chest. I'm not sure which one's going to be more convenient. Or I can maybe even hook it up directly to this to just have it just automatically go right back up. I'm not sure which yet. But I'm also going to tie in the system between depots, or sorry, the system between columns and pillars, tie it in with the depot and have the depot actually have to do with delivering it to my storage. All that's a lot of organization that I'll have to figure out in the future, because I don't have the planning in my head for that yet, as Redstone, as like Java Redstone is something that I'm not as familiar with as Bedrock. So I'm going to have to kind of figure that out as we go, but lucky for me, I'm not on the deadline, and I don't need to be putting out a ton of content that's really, really efficient right now. So I can just kind of take this at my own pace. Let's put these chains away. Gravel can go in here. My levers are going to go with my rail stuff, my minecart. Water bucket will go in here too. I don't always need that, so no use carrying it around all the time. There we go. I'll keep that ready to go, ready to deploy. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that it'll all end up working together pretty well. If the thought is that this will end up being a Minecraft, like that this will end up being a long-term world, or as what might be the case, it kind of depends on the future of this place, like kind of how I like this world. I may end up in the future, once I kind of get all these systems in place that I like, I might actually start a fresh world in the future, and then be able to implement all these things at once. Right now, the world I'm playing on is kind of play testing some ideas I have for the way I like to play the game. So it may end up being that if I like these and I can figure out the redstone for them, I may end up either going to a new map in the future sometime in order to start doing all of them at once, or just continue developing this one. It sort of depends on how attached I get to this world. I think I have everything in here that I need to put in here. All right, let me see. Okay, it's not nighttime. Let me go and dig out a little bit of that amethyst crystal. And then once I just kind of get a better idea what I'm doing with that, then that's gonna be what's gonna close us out today. But actually, I could have this thing connect to it. Like this thing lines almost straight up to it, right here, straight line right into it. And then I can end up having it open up over here. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Let me work on that. Now now that I'm getting like a system in place, I don't like that this is a four block wide thing. So I'm gonna have to make this a 3 block wide in order to match my other hallways over there. Let's do over here. Sip my tea. All right. So if I begin to step this down, aha, I knew he was coming. Nice. Combat. All right, so there's 2 and 2. So now I can make like slab stairs to get up out of here. Let's go left, left. And right here is going to end up opening up. this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across. So this will end up being like a grand entrance of some sort. Let's do this just for the sake of it. There we go. Let's put these on both sides. Take that one out. There we go. So now it's a little bit more obvious. And I'll be able to probably connect this up with whatever my bridge is. Maybe I'll have to end up connecting the bridge, like sort of maybe between these, like straight through, hey creeper, maybe like right straight through here and then connect directly to that. So maybe these two pillars will be an indicator for where my eventual bridge will go. So we can kind of work backwards with the bridge. So the bridge will actually go over this hole. This is a very deep hole. And maybe that'll end up being the best thing for us to do. But that's not going to be a today problem. That's a some other day problem. Then this will step down, and I think it may actually have to step down one more time before I enter the geode, because it's a big geode. Let me just get all this ore out of here first, and then we'll figure out our elevations. Oh, that's gravel. I really don't want for that to fall. Okay. Can I knock it out? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's say if I end up wanting this to actually be down by one more block, that's fine. It's just, there we go. It's just I have to move up my stairs by another block. There we go. There. I think that's a pretty good size staircase. And then this thing will end up opening up so you don't run your face into it. I'm just kind of stepping down at an angle here. Ah, don't like that. I hear a witch. There we go. Something like this. Maybe I can bring those chains down and like connect these together. I'll do that in a second. And then there. So if I end up doing something like that, I could end up digging this out too. And there we go. And now we have a connection between there we go. A connection between the one side, between this side and that side. So you can actually create almost like a balcony here, which would be kind of overlooking and just kind of looking down into the central. Yeah, that'd be nice. Like on these here. Yeah. You can then move them around. That'd be super convenient. But anyway, well, that sounded like it was right in my ear. Anyway, now we've got like a little bit of a balcony, which I can end up building out later and make it look good. I can maybe give myself a little bit of a kind of like concave opening in the wall here for some potions to brew or something. And then down here will end up being where I put my enchanting on the inside. So let me get some torches just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try to work around the budding amethyst as best I can. There we go. And I'm going to go grab some chains because I think this will look really cool. I think it will. I think it'll look really cool with the enchanting table. Alright, let's put this stuff away for the moment. Oh, that's in the wrong block. Or the wrong chest. Riches. And where'd I put my chains? There we go. And I still haven't found any of obsidian down here. I'm gonna have to check my chest upstairs. I might have something up there. Because like it'd be cool to be able to make an enchanting table to put down there just for the sake of it. Let's put that and that. Now I've got that thing just kind of suspended there by chains. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go run up to the surface real quick and see. Try to avoid that witch. See if I can find if I have some obsidian. If so, I'll make myself an enchanting table and I'll put it down there just for the sake of looks. I don't think I have enough paper. No, I have paper. I don't have leather. So I don't have what I need to make all the books I need yet. I do have my cow population that's been growing. I'll have to feed my cows while I'm up here because I'm going to need those pretty soon in order to get this enchanting setup working in the near future. I also need to do something about all this flooding. This is just horrible, horrible plumbing issues that I have going on here in my underground base. And I need to get that figured out. One day I will. Let's see. Nothing of use here. Nope. Okay. Let's go get some obsidian and wheat, feed my cows, make a table, all that stuff. Hello, Leroy. Ah, there we go. There's my wheat. Let's put that in my offhand. Good. I do have some obsidian. Nice. There we go. Oh, and look at that. I even have one book. Exactly one book made. It almost looks like this was planned, but like it kind of wasn't. All right, enchanting table. Let's go feed these guys and see what we got. Oh, it's nighttime. I don't want to go out there at night. I don't trust my PvP abilities that well. There we go. Here. Sounds, let's go. Friendly creatures. I'm just gonna turn these like way down. Because these guys are noisy. Okay. There we go. Much better. Guys all fed. Ah, the sun shines. I bask in the glory of the morning sun. Alright. Boy, you guys are not going to like me in a second. Come on, out of my way. Oh, I'm still holding the wheat. I was like, why are they still crowding me? Got it. It'd be really nice to get looting. I also really need to expand this pasture because this is really small for this many cows. This doesn't really seem like humane living practices for these guys. So really, like, I'm thinning out the herd right now because I can't actually afford to have a really large herd. There we go. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. All right, 28. I don't think 28 books is going to be enough. I think you need 30 some books, if I remember right. I think it's like 14 bookshelf blocks, and each one takes 3, so it's going to be like 30. No, 42 leather. So, oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got him. So I don't have quite enough leather, but honestly, like feeding, like going like one more round of growing up and then gathering leather will be enough, I think. While I'm up here, let me check my other chest over here by the visitor center, because I would like to. I know there's a bunch of stuff here, and I don't want it all to stay here. These jungle logs I'll be able to use down below. The coarse dirt I want to keep here for decoration. The rest of that I'll keep here. All right, so let's make up some bookshelves. Or no, you know what? I'm actually not going to make up bookshelves yet. And part of the reason for that is because I would like to do some design work on the enchanting room before I make bookshelves. The reason for that is because I don't think it's just going to be a standard, like, just stack of bookshelves everywhere. I'm going to try to make them more dynamic. I might have some hanging. I might have some, like, placed in different areas. Like, I'm gonna follow the same rules for, like, where it needs to be placed around the enchanting table, but I'm going to use them also for just plain decoration too. So, like, keeping that in mind, I don't want to place them and then have to break them and remake them because I don't have silk touch. So I'm just going to wait until I'm sure that I know where I want them to go. But one thing I do love is the fact that my resource pack that I'm using right now makes these things 3D. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. So I'll place one of them just for the sake of looking at that. And I'll be able to make some of the other bookshelves. What are they called? Chiseled bookshelves. Just simply for keeping my excess books in. And I'll be able to actually store them on a shelf down there. Which will be really nice. Because then any enchanted books that I make that I either want to combine or want to save for another piece of equipment or something, I can then just store on my shelf. And it'll be a really convenient way of keeping them. There we go. That didn't sound good. Oh, I think it was that guy. That's what I heard. Nice. Oh, that's where my bridge is gonna go. So I guess that's intuitive enough that it's there. There we go. Let's make a chiseled bookshelf before I go down there. It's made of... There we go. Slabs and planks. All right. So as a basic starting point, there's that. Let's add one of these over here. Oh, is it not? Is it not active? Let me quickly check my resource packs. Huh. Evidently some of my vanilla tweak stuff isn't here or isn't accessible. I'm gonna have to look into that because I definitely had one on vanilla tweaks which made this look 3D. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I've got one extra book. Buddy. Hey, buddy. Ooh, if he drops a piece of that armor, I would not be upset. What? What's with all these, like, fully enchanted ironclad zombies? Whoop. Evidently, I just spawned a horde or something. Alright, let's see what's going on up here. Oh, they must just be spawning up there somewhere. Interesting. I don't think there's a spawner up there, no. I mean, like, I've looked this area over. And there isn't anything. Hordes would be really cool in Minecraft. At least to some degree. I'm not sure how you would implement them and make them feel intuitive and not like a punishment. Just like a random punishment. Like you would have to do something to trigger a horde, I feel like. Otherwise, it would just feel like I didn't ask for this. I'm in the middle of doing something else. I don't want to be attacked. You know, people already feel that way about mobs quite a lot. Come on. I was kind of really hoping he would drop that bow for me. Alright, guys, where are they at? I also should... Oh, gosh. Oh, no. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I've got 27 levels. This is not a time for me to die. Whoop. Yep. Gotta go. Oops. Oh, no. I'm all out of arrows. Okay. Just heal up for a second here. There we go. All right, let's rush this guy. Yeah. Ah, can't get me. All right, so we got one arrow. I honestly really wouldn't mind getting like infinity on a bow. Just like I typically like being able to use tipped arrows when I can help it. Tipped arrows are a little harder to get in Java than they are in Bedrock. So for a while, I think an infinity arrow, while I don't have a huge arrow supply, would be really, really helpful. I mean, I definitely plan to get a larger arrow supply soon because I do have that one skeleton farm that I'm going to be trying to develop in the near future. But I keep saying I'm going to do that in the near future, and my list is starting to get kind of long. So we'll see when I can get to which thing. Let's see, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. We'll be slightly inefficient with that coal, but it'll be okay. Is everything in the place it should be? I think so. Setting my spawn back down here now that I'm here. I agree. I think hordes would be cool in some formulation. I'm not sure what would be the best way to do it, but I think something like that, yes. And I think Minecraft is trying to head that way, like that kind of thought process of like we would like to be able to give some more challenges in the game when it comes to combat by bringing these trial chambers into the mix that are coming in the next update. So I mean, trial chambers are kind of a way to control a horde. But I think it's not so much a horde as much as it is just sort of an alternative spawner. But like a horde mechanic would be a completely different thing. And they would probably have to be either on some kind of a timer or some kind of a trigger. Come on. Or something like that. But Ooh, this is a very scary area to stand. I don't want to be there. All right. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to have time to build this whole thing out tonight. That's not really my intention with my time. But this is definitely going to be something I have to work on soon, because I want to get at least on breaking on my diamond stuff, because I keep going through diamond picks. And I would like to not. I mean, I'm fine with having to mine for more diamonds. That's how the game works. Mine is half of the name, mine and craft. So I'm fine with mining. I would just like for them to last a little longer. That'd be kind of nice. But anyway, I think I'm done with all my mining for the day. We did a little bit of crafting. We've been streaming now for, what's it, like two and 3/4 hours? It's been a little while. Got a bit. If you only joined here at the end, or you'd like to, or like maybe like you don't know, you've caught part of the VOD or something like that, feel free to watch the whole thing through. It'll be on Twitch for a while. I'm gonna try to get this one downloaded and placed over to YouTube, because I forgot to hit record when I started this. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get that one over on YouTube here soon. I do have one more shorter one. It's like an hour and a half or something that I need to put up on YouTube soon. Hopefully I'll have that up very early this coming week. Tomorrow, if I can help it. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys around next time. Remember, I am trying to stream on Thursdays and Saturdays as best as I can help. It's not always consistent right at the moment, but that's the plan. And Sundays, I do like streaming Sundays. So it may be either Saturday or Sunday, or both Saturday and Sunday. It depends on the week, depends on what I'm up for. But yeah, look out for me on the weekends and Thursday. And I will catch you guys later. See you later. Have a good night, everybody.